This is going to be kind of the part two because I never put out a part two. But I took a job with Mater Group. They are basically a contract mechanic for large mines across the U.S., Australia, all over the country, and all over the world. They started in Australia. And getting ready to ship out my tools. They're going to wherever I'm going, which still don't know yet. So that's new. That's Maximizer HD. That's the cart you guys seen in the home video, but that's gonna be my new work cart because I traded in all the Matco Maximizer roll cart and the Matco toolbox, and I ended up getting this and using this. So we'll start here and then move over there, and you'll see what I'm bringing to become a mining mechanic. And short backstory: I was at Ring Power for exactly a year, and then ended up going over to North American Mining, which is a company down here that's owned by North American Coal, which is a very old coal company, working on drag lines. I'll insert some pictures and stuff of some of the drag lines I was working on and working on the booms and stuff, but I learned doing that every day, not my thing. I miss equipment. So here I am, making more money and getting to travel. So it kind of works out. So top of the box, we got the snap-on socket holder thingies, which is great if you're using one. I just take it and just put it up there so it's quick grab, whatever size you need. Snap-on stickers. This thing, boy howdy, that has got to be the single strongest little magnet. Jeez, this thing is awesome. I love it. It'll hold a pistol right here. Trust me, I'll insert a picture if I figure out how to. Don't, bet on it. But this will hold a full-size Smith & Wesson M&P with a fully loaded mag, no problem. The expandable nut cups, most of the stuff you've already seen, well, maybe, I don't know, in just a different order and a different rearrangement. So we got all our pry bars down here, a bunch of snap-on pry bars, snap-on flex head, 36-inch SK pry bar, little snap-on, a little Blue Point magnetic thing. And then my tool grid, I cut it down to fit in here, which is all 1/4 inch snap-on, 3/8 snap-on, both metric. Down in the hole there is Expert, metric, 3/8 impact, ultra shallows, and then snap-on ultra shallow swivel sockets that I never use ever. And then snap-on deep, mid, and shallow, 3/8 drive, impact, metric, up to 24, except for the mids. I need to get the finishers to add that up. All metric back here is all Cornwell Blue Power. Over here, SAE 1/2 inch, all snap-on. And then all snap-on Allens up to their standard, up to 3/4. And then standard Allens snap-on to 3/8 drive to 3/8. We got SAE Matco ADVs, deep and shallow, adapters, Vem tools, ultra stubby Allens and 1/4 inch drive, metric, Torx, Matco ADV, up to T60, spark plug socket. I don't know, I added it on. It's coming with me. I don't know if a 789 AC haul truck's gonna need a spark plug socket, but we'll find out. Metric snap-on, 3/8 drive, Allens, E-Torx for all those Perkins diesels that sneak into cats somehow. My two most used ratchets. I know everybody hates regular flex heads, but honestly, fuck you. I love this ratchet. This is my favorite one. It's a quick release, so if your hands are all oily, you're trying to pull off a socket, it's not that big of a deal. Regular flex head, and it's not all floppy because I keep the bolt tight. It's a weird concept, I know. And I hate Snap-on's locking mechanism. I'm glad they came out with a new one, and I'm gonna get a couple of them just to review them. But so far, that right there is the most used ratchet I own. I love that thing to death. And this is all tool grid holders. And then there's basically the non-flex head version with a pink handle or a purple handle because I like purple. Stream light, headlamp, never leave home without it. A mask for when I'm welding and doing outdoorsy shit because I've learned getting a welding burn on your hands and the back of your neck, it just sucks. Just, PPE, guys. Safety, solid third. Matco impact gloves. We used to call these dick fingers at Ring Power because, mushroom head. But these are great gloves. They're Ringers impact gloves. These things are actually awesome besides it looks like you have dick fingers. Drawbacks. snap-on tape measure because I'm bougie like that. And that just kind of hangs out right there. Matco, 1/2 inch, 36 inch long breaker bar, and then 36 inch long 3/4 drive breaker bar. I had to hog out the hole to make it to fit, but don't be afraid to do that, guys. I mean, these are toolboxes and you're gonna be using them for the rest of your foreseeable future, so modify it to fit you. Fuck the next guy. And then an old SK screwdriver that I beat the hell out of. That's it for the top drawer. So, one down. Lights and ratchets and all kinds of other fun shit. So I got a snap-on light. This thing's junk. I think I've said this in my other videos, but if you see this thing on your tool truck and he goes, "This is the best light ever," tell him to go fuck himself, because this thing sucks. It's awful. These are the best lights in the world. They're Mac. The Switchblade, I don't know, they're kind of a knockoff of a Streamlight, but I absolutely love these things. They're really bright for how small they are, and I got all 3 sizes because it was buy one get one free for that one and that one. No, for this one and this one is buy one get one free, and then I bought that one just to complete the set. And that one's a big long one with a guard and all kinds of cool shit. And then, so we'll move these real quick so you can see. So we got stubby Mac 1/4 inch, stubby 3/8 Cornwell, snap-on round head, snap 1/4 inch drive, 100th anniversary 1/4 inch drive, long 1/4 inch drive, super long 1/4 inch drive flex head quick release, the non-quick release version of the ratchet up top, a Mac ratchet. I don't know, I like it. It's not a snap-on, but I like it. It's not bad for the money. I mean, but then again, the cost difference between that and that's not that much, so I go snap-on, my 2 cents. 100th anniversary snap-on ratchet, long 3/8, long 3/8 flex head, 1/2 inch drive, 1/2 inch drive flex, a extending breaker bar 1/2 inch drive from Mac. The only reason I have this is because that 36 inch is a little unruly to get into some places, so this is nice for doing drain plugs, stuff like that. Then a 1/2 inch drive long flex head, and then a 1/2 inch drive long fixed, all snap-on. Extensions, I'm not going through all that. It's all snap-on, Cornwell, Matco, dual, whatever. It's just whatever made it in there over time. The Mac pry bars, because I haven't got the snap-on ones yet, but then again, I don't plan on it because these work just fine. Snap-on pocket screwdriver, little reversey one. I've probably lost like 6 of these, and I keep buying them because I like them and they're handy. I mean, I've gotten some miles out of this one. But yeah, these are great. And then the SK one, I think my gear inch tool truck gave me. I don't know, I like the snap-on one. It's nice and short and steady. Impact driver kit from Mac. This is about the best deal I found on an impact driver because Snap-on wants some stupid fucking thing for theirs. Comes with all your bits. I don't know why those are missing because I've never used this fucker. There's the bit holder, and it's in 3/8 drive. And then there's the smaller bit holder in 3/8 drive. And this is 3/8 drive. Some of them are like this, some of them are not. I would recommend highly to get the one that's 3/8 drive so you can put sockets on there. I'm telling you. I think it doesn't matter because we got impacts. This shit works. Rusty, nasty, fucked up bolts. Put a set of 3/8 extractors like I have on there. Dude, absolutely tits. Next drawer down. Wrenches. All Mac precision torque from 1/4 inch up to 1 1/4 inch, 1 7/16 snap-on, 8 to 30 snap-on, 2 snap-on crescent wrenches. The best crescent wrenches, the ones with the teeth, the Fight Drive Extras, I think. And then the ultra wide opening short handle one. Somebody ordered it on the snap-on truck and never picked it up, so I got that at a pretty good deal. Honestly, I buy one full price because it opens up to 2 inches. Super handy for hydraulics. Then we got Matco screwdrivers. That hasn't changed. I think this is probably some of the oldest shit I own. I've had these since I've started wrenching. I love them so much. I refuse to buy any different ones. I love these. You can tell I cleaned that one. I got the new snap-on needle nose because I'm addicted to tools. And these things are pretty nasty. I still hate the finish on them. It's going to rust in a week, but they look cool. So that's what counts, right? Snap-on flush cuts, little pink snap-on needle nose, pair of wire cutters, SK, cap, wire strippers, they're junk. Snap-on slip joints, snap-on flush cuts, big ones. Snap-on the that foot, oh, hey, foot, hey. The snap-on plank drive, you know, nut turner. It's not bad in a pinch. Just make sure, I just carry these around in my pocket all the time. They're great for little shit. The compound leverage pliers, they're good for cutting stuff. That's about it. And showing your friends they can cut a penny. I won a lot of money with those. Pair of dikes, all snap-on needle nose, duck bills, long needle nose. Wire crimpers, all snap-on. Can't you tell by the rust? Nipex, small, medium, and a little bit bigger than medium. Cobras, 45, 30 degree or something. They're the offset dikes. Then the long dikes, and then the long flush cuts, all Nipex. Mac precision torque ratcheting wrenches in metric. I didn't have room for them up there, so they go down here. These are awesome. Mac long double boxing wrenches, because they're just so pretty, and I couldn't help but not say yes. And they're expensive as a motherfucker too, and I think they're made by Genius Tools, so if you want to do some homework, get a set of these with the Genius Tool branding, save yourself some money. Colored zip ties, fingernail scrubby, little baby crescent slip joints, baby crescent wrench, baby Nipex. In the hammer drawer, pry bar drawer kind of thing, my favorite hammer, it's a gear wrench branded, I think, for Wild, made in USA, ball peen. I love this thing. It's long, but it's not a super heavy hammer. You can get some fucking ass on that thing. Wilton Unbreakable, Matco, dead blow, a bunch of snap-on chisels, punches, all kinds of shit, and then the full set of their dead blow hammers with the foam, because I'm fancy. Deutsch connectors, or sorry, yes, Deutsch, yes, I think, WeatherPack, Deutsch, I don't know, correct me down in the comments because I know you will. Mini screwdrivers and O-ring picks, regular picks, radiator hose picks, big regular picks, carbon scraper, long radiator picks, moon rock, bunch of mandrels, studs, Teflon tape, extra handles, adapter for my high flow air fittings to regular shop air, because nobody else uses these because they're stupid. These things are awesome. You want to talk about waking up an air tool? I know who uses those anymore. Me, bitch. Drill bits, tips for the blowgun, taps and extractors. Most common sizes I use. I'm not going to have a full tap set here. This is the most common cat sizes. Pins and stuff, extensions for the blowgun. I don't know where my blowgun is. It's in the house somewhere, I guess. My wife probably borrowed it. Burr bits, cut off wheel. And the last drawer, money drawer. Everything power. I'll insert a picture of this if I can find it, but I ran this thing over with a D8 landfill dozer after like 2 days of owning it. Cut it clean in half right here. And Snap-on rebuilt it for me because the hammer housing was fine. It just cut it in half. This is what the battery looks like, and it still works. So all you guys, oh, Milwaukee. Bitch, I ran this thing over with a fucking dozer, and the battery still fucking worked. Like, okay, here, proof concept. All right, that one's stuck. I need to find something without a battery in it. Yeah, bear with me. One-handed. Yeah, the battery's, hold on, good. All right, I'm gonna set you down. Stare at that battery. All right, battery's out. Blown up battery. Yeah, Snap-on. I'm telling you, you get what you pay for. These things are awesome. Now I'm gonna switch that out so I don't use it because that's just on speaker duty because I don't want to well get in there and catching myself on fire. But so Snap-on 3/8 brushless rocker switch. Love this thing. This thing's awesome. 3/4 drive Snap-on, 18-volt impact, 1/2-inch drive, drill, die grinders, light bulb, brushless ratchet. The new brushless ratchet. That thing's nice. I like that. Grease gun, brushless drill driver, brushless new 3/8. A lot of money in Snap-on tools in there. There's probably more I'm missing. Grease gun. Yeah, but it's all in there. It's about the whole fucking product line. Oh. So we go to the side. with my fan. Cat filter cut for zip ties. Magnetic test leads. Thing holder from Harbor Freight. Then on this side, a Celsius energy drink. Those little blue point holders. And then that grid that you can add the locky things. The locky things are ready for transport because I'm throwing this all in a U-Haul, so there's no reason to have them on there and shit fall off. Then we go over to that one. All right, so the top, Snap-on the TWS speakers that link together. My Snap-on 100th anniversary chrome, old school. It was an anniversary thing and they didn't sell enough of them, so I got it for cheap. And it looks cool sitting on the toolbox. It's the original number 7. That's probably coming with me too, because Red Bull sponsored me. Top drawer. 3/4 drive and 1-inch drive sockets. A couple jaw pullers. These are the nice ratcheting ones. I got them from Cornwell. I don't know who makes them, but these are nice. They're not all floppy. Cat baling wire. There's a part number. You're welcome. And if you guys don't follow, if you guys like Caterpillars and don't follow Caterpillar Wrenching on Instagram, get your head out of your ass. They post all kinds of cool pictures and part numbers. It's awesome. Legitimately one of the best Instagram pages to subscribe to or follow. They're awesome. A clipboard with a bunch of part numbers and stuff on it. 3/4 drive. Torque wrench from Precision. 3/8 drive dial. Cat, made by Snap-on. Big PWZs. They're biggins. Heavier than hell. This is a die set bar. They're great for pulling flag pins because you can get a bunch of leverage out there. This is a Blue Point. They're not expensive. They're like 20-something bucks. Get the longer one, but they're nice to have. If I can find the part number for you. Oh, there you go. Blue Point 7037. Great to have. The handle to make that ratchet head into just a long 3/4 ratchet. 1/2-inch drive, precision torque. 3/8 drive, precision torque. Cornwell, fat stubby bar. Move these down real quick. I use these really only as extractors, but they're the Matco spline drive, impact sockets, metric, and 1/4-inch and 3/8. Cornwell, Blue Power, 3/8 chrome. They're here. All my swivel sockets on the Snap-on. Ew! On the Snap-on made by Mechanics Time Saver locking thing. It's pretty nice. I don't know. It's K. It's got the tap sockets, all my Snap-on metric swivel sockets, chrome, 1/2-inch drive standards, 11/16. Yep, 11/16 Snap-on proprietary, super deep for doing rocket shaft bolts. Super handy. Starter socket for Snap-on, Cat. I've gotten some miles out of this. I use the shit out of it. And then the Cat tool made by Apex. Don't put an impact on it; they'll explode. 5/8 1/2-inch drive or starter socket for starter bolts, because fuck them. That's why. More chrome, icon, 3/8 deep and shallow, metric, I don't know. Ultra shallow, SAEs, 3/8 drive. And that's it for this drawer. Wrench drawer. Big wrenches. There's the cheapies except for that one. VIM super thin wrenches. Cheapy, big crescent wrench. I'm gonna get a nicer pair when I break those, but I don't see myself breaking those anytime soon. Cornwell, angle wrenches, Matco, double box in, one's ratcheting, one's offset. Pretty nice. Stubby, Sunex, and metric and standard, and then stubby Blue Power ratcheting. Wrench extenders, icon, crow's feet. I want Snap-ons, but I'm not paying the money they want for them. Torque adapters from Mac, metric, 8 to 19. Crow's feet, also an icon, standard. Snap-on, 30 and 36 mil crow's feet. 15/16, 3/4, 1/2-inch, and 3/4, 3/8 for the torque adapters. These are specifically for not driveline bolts, I'm sorry, for brake caliper bolts on an MTS 3630T. It's a big cat powertrain tractor that they're selling through the dealers now. You've probably heard of them. But I did a ton of work to them, and those came in super handy for doing the brake caliper update in the rear, because the brake caliper bolts are really fucking tight. Then the 15/16 is for bell housing bolts on a Cat 836 and or a Cat 988. Pull the engine out of that thing, get those bell housing bolts. Buddy, you don't need a big main. Them things are tight as fuck. Go down this side, overflow pliers, big Nip-X, medium Nip-X, hose cutoff pliers, more PWZs, body panel trim, little needle nose peckers, snap ring pliers, small, large. And this is a tool I use for def lines, because it squeezes on those tabs and you don't sit there and fight with your nails and break shit. I mean, these save you time, these save you money, and they're like 20 bucks. You get them on Amazon. I've seen them at fucking AutoZone and Advanced Auto Parts. They're for a different purpose, but they work perfect for them def lines. I think they call them fuel. I think they're fuel line pliers, but they work perfect. Hose cutoff pliers, snap-on strippers, Mac hose tubing cutter, snap-on snap ring pliers, Deutsch crimp kit, little PWZs, more Deutsch crimp kit, cheapy flush cuts that are ultra fine. They're great for doing electrical, like real finicky tiny shit. And there's this extended variety of needle nose and angles and duckbills. Those are all Matco. RBRT, all of it. These, if you only buy one thing from Mac, get these. These are so handy. People ask for them all the time to borrow them. They're great. Those are Allen's, people. They're awesome. Metric standard, 1/2 inch. Metric standard, long 3/8, stubby 3/8 metric standard. A full set of metric Allen keys that are RBRT, and then standard that are RBRT. That shitty SunX fucking little driver set that I broke the ratchet on within 0.2 seconds. And then a pair of snap-on ball ends. Then we move down, electrical drawer. Cat terminal kit. Totally didn't steal that or anything. There's your part number. Power probe soldering iron. Test back probes. Torch. Spark tester. Coil tester. That's leftover shit from the lawnmower days. Wire stripper. Oh, now you know how it works. It activates via a magnet. If your magnet's good in your coil, it'll light up because that's a magnet. So there you go. Now you know how to use that. Little magnet that you can basically make your own ground. It's pretty handy. I use it with my test light. That's 24 volt Mac digital readout test light. Starter button. These wire strippers that are really great if you have the room. Bore scope. Mac test lead kit. Snap-on meter. Temp gun. 78. What's in the concrete? 97. Guess where I live? Florida. It's hot as fuck. So this is supposed to be the power drawer, but I use it for all the air stuff because all my power stuff's in there. 2 snap-on chargers. MG725 needle scaler. The Mac 3/4 impact. The Mac medium. It's not the stubby, but it's not the full size with the lights. That bitch is bad for doing engine work. I love that thing. Snap-on crud cutter. Oh, the Mac 1-inch pistol grip. Big thuggin'. I love that thing. Mac helical gear air saw. That's pretty nice to have. I actually use that thing more often than I thought I would. And then we move over here. We have Cornwell 1/2 inch master set from 3/8 inch and a half without skipping any sizes. Deep and shallow 1/2 inch driveline sockets. And then that's a full kit. And then a 3/4 and a 3/8 John Deere cat. Another air blow gun. This is not the one I was looking for. I have the Mac version of this. This is the cheapy one that I usually keep at home, so I don't even know why it's here. Chargers for the lights, grease gun, vice grips, all Matco. Yes, I know I paid too much money for them. I should have got the regular Irwins. It's whatever. Long screwdrivers, Torx, and regular screwdrivers, Snap-on and Cornwall. Anybody know what that's for? I can tell you right now, I wasted my money on it, but if you know what that's for, drop it down in the comments. Best spring puller money can buy. Piece of shit Husky screwdriver. Buddy, pull any spring you want to. That is tits. Squenchers. Sun-X crow's feet. Jumbos. Regular spring puller. Super, super dainty. Seal puller / injector puller / spring puller, whatever Snap-on wants to call it. I've used it for a whole bunch of shit. Torch section. Lincoln, brush, slag hammer, Victor torch that's older than I am. Got it from my old boss. I paid him 50 bucks for it. He used it in the mines in Kentucky, and it's about to go using the mines again in either Texas or Wyoming. 212 welding gloves. These fucking suck. You're better off just going barehanded. Striker. This is keep people from stealing your striker. Take that shit. Get the sliding lock one. Keep it on your hip all day if you know you're going to be torching. Don't set it down because a little bastard can pick it up and run away with it. Extra tips. Victor tips. I think they're number 2s. Torch tip cleaner. Got your chalk for writing. Pin burner tip or extended tip, whatever you want to call it. They're handy. I got some scarfing tips in here. I got a machinist rule. Tip refiner. Yeah, scarfing tips. If you don't know what these are, IC Weld has a great video of these on YouTube. He shows you how to use them and what they're properly used for. And I'm telling you, you get good with these, you're a handy son of a bitch. I got, I think, 2 of them, and then a number 1 real fine tip for doing some dainty work on thinner steel. One more down. Junk drawer. 1 Safe Source book, aka Safe Sex book. That's worth its weight in gold. That's cat part numbers, baby. That's a lot of them. Good luck finding these. They don't make them anymore. You have to download them, and only if you work for a dealer. I'll let you guys figure out how I came upon that. I digress. The Snap-on changer outarable feeler gauges for poking and prodding your pokey bits. Another machinist rule. Cheap of a pair of cheap ass dial indicators or digital calipers. Another pair of digital calipers that the battery's dead and they're Matcos and whatever. Old ass tape measure. Yeah, charging cord. This is how I know what I need to get into debt. Mac, Snap-on, Cornwell. I never got a Matco one because honestly I'm kind of fed up with Matco. Big pair of oil filter pliers. Those are not going to stay in there. They're just for shipping purposes. They're in there. But I don't like those. I use the big Nipex for everything. Tool grid extra shit. Hose bib for the ecology drain. So your ecology drain is like 1-inch pipe thread. Throw that in there, put a reducer on it, screw that in there, and now you have a hose so you can run it to a drain pan. You're welcome. I think it's 5/8 hose bar. Cat keys. Yeah. Oh, there's a story behind this. So my old boss, who really named unnamed, has one hell of a sense of humor. He's one of my favorite people. But when I first started at the dealership, I didn't know fuck all about cats. I mean, you could have told me that they had, a Komatsu engine and they were built by Cummins. I would have believed you. So, like my 3rd or 4th day, he comes in and he goes, hey, we got these new 3T6 haul trucks and they take a chip key, but the keys aren't marked any different. So I was like, oh shit, okay, can I get one of those? He's like, yeah, here. So he took a Sharpie and painted it right here and painted it right here. He said, this is the chip key, don't lose it. I even put a green zip tie on it and marked it, 3T trucks, 745. And I never used it, ever, because I never seen one come in with a chip key. And the day before I leave, my second to last day, he goes, you still got that chip key? I was like, yeah, I do. He goes, let me see it.
He grabs a chip key out of my hand, and then he proceeds to take another basic regular cat key and paint this side and paint that. He goes, I just want to see how I paint it. I'm fucking with another guy. There is no such thing as a chip key. That was the longest running prank. I mean, he was playing the long game. Over a year, he waited to say something to me about this key, and he remembered it. I'm telling you, man, he's a fucking legend. But yeah, I keep this as a memento of how gullible and dumb I can be. Sidebar over. Scraper. Regular cat keys, not chip keys. Weird. Hog ring fixers, decal installer, death wheels. Sharpener for knives, file. That, if you can find yourself one of these, this is a jackhammer bit off a mini excavator jackhammer. Dude, that's the best punch money can buy. You can beat the fuck out of that thing. Or if you blow on your track boxes, you got your pins. If you blow a pin out, say it cuts in half, breaks, whatever, you take that cocksucker right there and you shove it in there and you can track that fucker to the shop. I'm telling you, D6N. Blew a track out in the middle of the dirt behind the shop. I walked out there, wrapped a chain around the track, got the track back up on the sprocket, and I took this bitch and shoved it in that hole, and we tracked it about, I don't know, 600 yards to the shop. They're handy. Then we have a bunch of overflow sockets, a bunch of random sizes that I don't want up there because I only keep certain sizes up here. I don't need 3/8 and 1/2 inch drive deep impact. Don't need it. SOS sample gun, rethreading set, cheap tap set, extractor kit, the turbo sockets, Mac dial indicator with magnetic base, outside mic kit, Matco. And then last but not least, we have a lever hoist, clevises, lifting links, butane, and stuff for my transducer. By the way, if I can find the part number, I'll put it in the comments, but there's a suppressor for this thing. They call it a muffler / suppressor, and there's threads on here, and it makes it really quiet. I got one on order, but it's really nice because if you work around these things, they are loud as a motherfucker, and it drops it down to like 45 or 50 decibels. Super sweet. If it works, I'll let you all know. And then a couple caps for excavator, and your most common one is like your dozers and all that shit. And these are easy to make. Just order a cap that you need, drill a hole, and epoxy that motherfucker in there. I threaded this one and then epoxied it because it worked out so well. And these things never leak air. They're awesome, super handy. Butane for my thing. Cat blue plug kit. I hate them, but they're, you know, you need them. Formal funnels, all 3 sizes. Caps and plugs. Mechanics nitro gloves because I like those better than anybody's. Cat big dead blow hammer. Tape. Lifting straps. Lift safety knee pads for, you know, getting a raise. And quick detailer, that's what I washed down my box with. You can get this stuff at Advance for like, I don't know, 10 bucks. And I'm telling you, not much better out there. And gotta love Chemical guys. They make some good shit. All right, well, other than that, we got Matco unbreakable hammer made by Wilton. It's just orange. Mac 44-inch thick boy pry bar. 59-inch Matco. 40-something inch snap-on. And then 48 to 24 extending head. Snap-on creeper. This will be going with me too. This is my rolly around. Snap-on creeper that I refuse to use because it's too nice. Fix that. Air tool oil. And then little vice grips. They're nice for if you need an extra hand. Then down here, we got nuts and bolts. Lots of them. That's a bit box for an RM series, like an RM400, RM500. Save, if you ever do bits on them, save the fucking boxes. They are durable as shit, and they are the best organizers for service trucks, for nuts, for bolts. Just keep them. Find them, keep them all. Put your name on them, hide them. They're great. Snap-on blower that I use for cleaning out the bay at the end of the day. I'm telling you, it's worth it. And also, I got this used off the Mack truck for like 100 bucks. It's cheaper than the Milwaukee one. And this blows harder than the Milwaukee one. I have a Milwaukee one for at home. This thing blows harder. The only thing that sucks, 5 amp hour battery, it just eats it up quick. Dividers for the Maximizer HD, because that is actually made by Mac, but using all Lista Venmar sliders and their grid system. So it's all list of Inmar separators, dividers. Mac air hose made by Flexzilla, paid too much money for it, but it's red. Cornwall seat. Then other than that, it's just a beautiful sunny day in Florida. Yep. By the way, I'm obsessed with this box. I'm gonna get the add-on side tray and then the hutch, but I'm 5'8", maybe, and if you look, my arm, yeah, it's really, really, really tall. It's like straight up to my nipples for this toolbox. If you can get over that, if you're a little fella like me, if you're 6 foot and over, dude, it's the best size ever. Put a vise on that bitch and get after it. I won't put a vise on it because I can't see the top of the vise because I'm short. But yeah, this is a stud of a fucking box. 400-pound sliders. Every single drawer has the same sliders. They're 400-pounders. Each drawer can fit 400 pounds. Like this drawer has got some serious weight in it. I don't know, probably if I had guessed 200, 220 pounds of tools. Shuts like a vault. I love it. And then those speakers are pretty nice too. Alright guys, well, I'll take some videos when I get out to whatever mine I'm going to, and we'll see what I'm working on there. Hopefully crush fingers, D11s, and 657s. Come on, big scrapers.